sorry I'm late. I was having decision paralysis. I didn't know what I wanted to play, so I went on to the fallback of more Bloodthief because I already have it all set up. So... I'm tired, y'all. I'm real tired today. So, let's do our dailies. Go right into bundle. Mute the music. Alright. I don't know what the name of that song is. I wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. I'll skip for now and see if that's... It's not. Oh, I gotta know this. Let's try that again. So familiar. I can't think of it off the top of my head. God damn it. It's one of those days. God damn it, come on. Fuck it. I wanna know if you can. Nope. That's what I was thinking. How do I know? I don't remember the name. I know the song, I don't remember the name. I'm just gonna fail it. Whatever. What is it called? How will I know? Not how do I know? Not I wanna know. It's how will I know? Goddamn. Okay, alright. Whatever. And now for Belbetrobel. Not Pokedoku, Belbetrobel. Oh, we're pretty close, actually. It is X-Bolt Uncommon. There's a lot of them. No, we're closer. It's cheaper. Hello! How are you, Wariku? Hope you're doing well. I'm currently getting this set up. Okay, it's X-Molt scaling, uncommon, there's a lot of those. How you doing? I'm tired. I'm really tired today.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, Kim. We're gonna be doing more Bloodthief today. Just cause I could not think of another thing to do, and I'm really tired, and it's been... Hi, Crafty. Wow, everybody's coming in. Ah! You're getting me covered in paint. I should make a chance for it to miss. That'd be funny. And then you don't use your point. It doesn't use the points. That'd be pretty funny. Yeah, how are we all doing today? A bunch of people popping in. I hope you're doing well. Let's see. No, not Onyx Agate. Let's try Glass Joker. Oh, we're close. It starts with a T, huh? Throwback does scale. Yay, we got it. Hell yeah, the Simathon? How's the Simathon going? I popped in a little bit yesterday for it. I hope it's going well. Whew. What all's been going? Day 2 just started? Hell yeah. That's dope. That's some dope shit right there. Alright, let's transition into the game screen. Squat. Oh, I didn't do the... I guess I didn't set that up. That's okay. No big deal. Woohoo! Yippee! Alright. So, yesterday, I was able to get the Stone Sword artifact, which grants additional protection. You got 5 people today? Hell yeah. That's gonna be dope. Blue shiggies! Okay, so we got... this one apparently is the one that's most used for speedrunning. Because it comes with blood at the beginning. And... What? Why did it not go off? What the fuck? It should be active. One sec. Why is it not working? Hang on, I gotta check that. Something's up. There's always something in this gosh dang. So, what this game is it's a speedrun medieval, go fast, get blood game. Hell yeah, it's fun. Let me activate that real quick. I don't know why it's not working. Why are you not working? Hold on. Okay, I'm running through real quick, seeing what exactly is going on and why it's not working. Give me 2 seconds. Sorry I'm taking so long. Okay, now let's try it. I think I fixed it. Yay! Okay, it's working right. Got it. Awesome. Okay, troubleshooting done. So, just to give an example, so the Varu Rooftops is one that I'm decently fast at. We're going to play this level. It's gonna take a second to load. Did it crash? What's going on? Uh-oh. I'm stuck on loading screen. Okay, let me close out of the game and reopen it. It is still a demo, so there are some bugs. Just gotta wait for it to load in. There we go. Okay. Am I using the right? Yeah, okay, everything's saved. Alright, so... What? That's not what I meant to do. Okay, let's restart. So right now I'm doing essentially a speedrunning, and that purple thing is my ghost, meaning I've beaten it much faster, but I'm also... Ah, it's really hard to get that angle right. Whoa, I missed. But I can show you the main game here in a sec, but this is like speedrun tactics. Excuse me. Eh, whatever. Go the main way. Wee! So I'm behind my normal time, but that's generally like you go through the levels as fast as you can. There's out of bounds routes and inbounds routes and all different kinds of stuff. So let's choose the first map and I'll kind of show you the general like how a first time player would play it, right? So it teaches you how to go up the ledges, and then there's like little tooltips where you jump off the wall and learn how to go kill the guy to get some blood. Whoop. That's not what I meant to do. So normally what you do is you just jump, get up, and you're learning like how to jump across things. You learn about dashing and collecting blood and going fast. And you just try to get through as fast as possible. You kind of need like I've played this for several hours at this point. It's definitely I definitely don't feel as coordinated as I may look. That's for sure. So let's continue. We're gonna go on to round two. I'm just gonna play through it like I normally would. Hi, Cosmic. Oop. Wee. Excuse me, fellas. All the way down. And so that's like a normal first run once somebody's kind of gotten comfortable with how to play the game. I've unlocked leaderboards. I forgot that I hadn't done this on this. So normally you'd be like, why can't I get in? Locked, go for a swim. And you look down here and you're like, oh, secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. You're like, huh, can I get up there? Maybe, hang on. What am I gonna do? And then you're like, oh, hold on. You did it, yay! And you're like, ooh. There's a little hole. You found the battered soul of a prisoner. Secrets. How am I gonna get up there? You start to learn coordination. Whee! Like, oh, I'm on the roof. You get through, keep going. Oh, nope. That didn't work. Oh, there's no game sound? God damn it. What the fuck? It was working earlier. It's not intentional. There's some good music here. Hang on. No, I'm sorry. Um, yeah, sometimes it does that, unfortunately. Okay, now can you hear it? Oh, oops. Oop. Let me through. Ah! God damn it. Whee! There we go. Woo! How's everybody doing today, by the way? Hope you're doing well. Come on, fucking kill him. Whee! Found a secret. Give me the eyeball. There we go. Oh, god damn it. Excuse me, sir. Chill out. Eh. Ah, man. Okay. There we go. That's how you're supposed to do it. Oh, come on. I hit the repose button. Whatever. Ah, no, no. Damn it. Nope. Oh, come on. There we go. I'm still not that great at the ground pound. Nope, whoop. God damn it. Yeah. Oh, come on. Kitty, what's wrong? No, I'm out of blood. Give her the blood, she needs it! Damn it, fuck. And then you go down the hole. Whee! That one I died a couple times, so my time wasn't that great. Eating tacos, it takes an hour because you get distracted. That's fair. Trying to get your Discord set up? Hell yeah, Kim. That sounds dope. Excuse me. Hello. Damn it. No! I missed the line. Ah. Come on, motherfucker, get up there. Ah, I fucked up. It's hard to hit that line sometimes. I'm gonna try. Okay, I need to switch my artifact because I usually like the Leaping Blade better. It just gives you more air control. I feel like that should be a thing. That looks like it's a secret that I don't remember how to get to. Anyway. Whee! Oh, well. Fuck me. Oh, come on. Ah, damn it. Excuse me. There we go. It's gonna be nerdy, maybe a little dope. Fuck yeah. Maybe epic and cool. Come on. Ah. I keep missing the ground pound, which I feel is the best solution there. Excuse me. Oh, I didn't have enough blood for the ground pound. I didn't have enough blood for the blood god. You motherfucker. Let me do it. Excuse me, stop. Ow! I'm getting a call from my partner, hang on. Hello? Sure, give me just a sec. I gotta pause stream. No worries, I'll be down in just a sec. Love you. Alright, give me a sec. I gotta pause the stream, and then I gotta go help my partner bring up groceries. I will be right back. Okay, we're back. Did I get all of them in one? Almost. Oh, come on. I killed them all, though. Oh, I was out of blood. I'd give her the blood, she needs it! Well, that didn't quite work. I was trying to see if I could get it faster with the... What? Huh? Oh. Whee! Oh, what? B. A door opens. The crypt key. Normally I'd be able to get through there, but I fucked up, so... Oh, okay, well... Well... I'm going just fast enough that... Ah, come on, I learned that. Oh, I did learn that, actually. Oh, come on, I killed him. Whew. So that is the normal playthrough of Bloodthief. Now, I've unlocked a secret level that I haven't beaten yet. So the purple shield means that they cannot dash to it. Whoa! Fucked up, fucked up, fucked up. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Damn it. Okay, so it'll close on its own. And this is the part I get stuck on. Like, I get the path of the first one. Exactly. I know what I'm supposed to do here. You do that, and then you go, and then... Damn it. I didn't jump. Although I can dash to that guy, I noticed, so... Yeah, I'm supposed to do that. Why? Damn it! I'm all the way back here! No! I got so far! Holy shit! Oh my god, I made it! Oh. Now what do I do? Do I have to go back? Do I have to go back the other way? Hello. Yeah, no worries. I don't think we have the kind that you would need, though.
Yeah, they would have been fine. I just would need to get the right thing.
Yeah. Okie dokie. Do we have more apples now?
Yep.
Would you mind getting me one? And a knife. And a knife. Thank you, love. See what? Love you too. Ah, fuck. Yeah. Oh! That part's hard. You have to go back through it? Fucking wild. Okay. No! I got so close! Yeah! Thank you, love. Oh my god, okay. I found 0 of the 2 secrets available to me there. Oh my god. Someone wants out. Poor baby. I'm gonna take a second to eat an apple. In the meantime, I'm going to watch a video about this game's development. Okay.
We've got passion, we've got determination. Like, and if we set our sights on something, you better believe it's happening.
We always felt like our content was all about entertainment and being fun, but there was also this, sort of professional business side. One of the things that we knew was basically essential was getting our own website, so people would actually see a
Last year I set out to make an ultra-fast, melee-focused game all about using momentum to skillfully parkour your way around hazardous dungeons and brutally slash your way through enemies. There was only one problem. The core mechanic of the entire game, this air dash, was just utterly terrible. It was actually so bad that playtesters just straight up wanted it removed from the game entirely. So yeah, this wasn't good. I had high hopes for this mechanic. In fact, my plan was for it to be like the centerpiece of the whole game. The hat in Super Mario Odyssey, or the portals in Portal. So what the hell, man? Why was this mechanic so unfun? Well, I've spent the last year or so trying to answer that question. And in this process, I learned something. Great mechanics aren't made by coming out with some great genius idea. More likely than not, they're evolved from shittier versions of themselves. So that's what I'm talking about in this devlog. The evolution of this game mechanic. From something that didn't really feel right in my game at all, to something that now is the centerpiece of everything. Alright, let's go. Thomas Edison once said, genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. So now I'm left wondering how I can perspire this mechanic into something actually good. And in case you haven't caught wind of this yet, I've never shipped a game before. And when push comes to shove, I don't know what I'm doing. So like any good gamer, I gathered resources. I stole tons of ideas from this book, Game Feel by Steve Swink, which mentions 7 important concepts for making a game mechanic feel great. And after reading this book, I basically gave Bloodthief's air dash mechanic an F in 4 of these categories. I want to start off by talking about this one, appealing response, because I think this is what most people think about, myself included, when we think about game feel. So I think it's a good place to start. Appealing response is just an academic way of saying juice. Game Dev Toolkit has a great video on it, and I actually talk about juice in some of my other videos. I like to think of it as what gives your mechanic that initial zing that makes it satisfying to use. It's what makes people go,
ooh, there's a dash mechanic. I like the dash.
Ooh, that was neat. I want to do it again.
So how can we add juice to this mechanic? Well, we can see my first attempt at juice with these speed lines here that pop up when you start air dashing. It's not bad, but there's so much more that we can do. In the first iteration of this mechanic, enemies just fly away from you when you kill them, which is definitely fine, a little zany I guess, but it's the exact same thing that happens when you attack an enemy normally. In order to make this attack feel extra unique, well, something unique should happen. I made it so the enemies get full-on jibbed when you air dash them. I already talked about this in a past video, but I've made it like a bazillion times better since then, so we're talking about it again. Now, this effect is actually 5 different effects working in tandem. The first effect is a blood decal spawner, which spawns these blood decals all around the enemy's death position. These decals took me like 5 seconds to make. It's literally just spray paint tool in Acebrite, and I made a few different variations of it. I made it smart enough to understand when you killed someone close to a wall, so the blood will get splattered on the wall too, which I think has a sick effect. The second effect is just this thing that spawns all these jibs at the enemy's position when it explodes. Again, this jib piece is very simple. It's just the Blender default icosphere that I mangled a bit. The third effect is just this blood spray particle effect that is just a bunch of little red quad billboards. It has this nice pixel art look, which I love, so I actually reuse this effect with all sorts of particle effects in the game. And the fourth effect is this additional blood decal system that I made specifically for the player's sword and arm. When you do something that would logically make you super bloody, like exploding an enemy at point blank, your character will just get doused in blood. And last but not least is this blood streamer effect, which is heavily inspired by Ultrakill's blood. I just think it looks awesome. And just with those blood effects, we have turned the attack from this to this. Alright, I have to admit, I might have gone too far with all this blood. I mean, like, this is insanely gory now, so yeah, let me know in the comments if you agree. I definitely think I'm gonna need some, like, gore amount settings or something eventually, but problem for another day. Anyway, at this point we have something pretty sweet. But it's missing potentially the most critical ingredient, sound. I see so many devlogs completely ignore sound, and honestly, I kind of get it. Making great sounds is freaking hard. It's actually the only thing in Bloodthief besides music that I have invested real money into, and I actually contracted a professional to do. Roman Perry, who I'll link in the description, did all the sounds for Bloodthief, and it was 100% worth every penny. Let's look at the before and after.
Your team's problems are becoming more
My
complex.
God.
But with Lucid, you can collaborate from anywhere, get aligned, make big decisions.
Now for the finishing touch, which is basically just a juice cheat code. Slap on a little screen shake. Man, I don't know what it is about screen shake, but it really just makes the mechanic feel so much more impactful. Take it away and it's like...
Now stand aside.
Alright, so that's juice. And that brings me to my next part. There's this weird phenomenon that happens when you make a game. You get used to all the bugs and janky parts of your mechanic. Your subconscious learns every little pitfall that exists and learns to silently avoid them without even realizing it. So when you play your game, it feels great. But then you show it to players and you realize that you are in fact blind. Players hit every pitfall imaginable. They break your mechanic in ways you thought for sure were impossible, and the things you thought were so obvious they couldn't possibly be missed actually get missed by almost everyone. In other words, you realize your mechanic is actually jank as hell. If we look back at GameFeel's breakdown of the 7 things you need to do to make a mechanic feel great, I think the feeling of jankiness can be attributed to violations of these 2 concepts: predictable results and instantaneous response. And you guessed it, this mechanic does a terrible job with both of these. Let's start with predictable results. So earlier I showed off a pretty simple example. You aim at a guy and you attack. At this point the implementation for my mechanic was super basic. We give all our enemies a big sphere collider so they're easy to target from a distance. And we cast a ray out from the center of our camera, and if it hits one of these enemies' big sphere colliders, we can right click and air dash right at them. But this solution immediately starts to be problematic as soon as we add a second enemy. Take a look at this scenario. In this case, I'm wanting to air dash to this guy, but my ray cast is technically colliding with the guy in front, since remember, I've given these guys these extremely generous air dash colliders that are super big. And as a result, I'm expecting to air dash at this guy, but I actually dash at this guy, yielding us an unpredicted result. This issue came up time and again in playtesting, and so, really needed to be solved. So how did I solve this? Basically, instead of only caring about the first collider that my ray collides with, I get a list of all the colliders that my ray collides with. What I really care about at this point is what knight I am most aiming at. We can figure this out by getting this vector, and this vector representing where I am aiming. If I normalize these vectors, we can determine how close they are to our aim direction by taking their dot product with our aim direction. The highest dot product wins. So in this case, even though we're closer to this guy, we're actually going to dash to this guy now because we are able to calculate which guy we're most aimed at. Okay, so we've partially fixed this, but this still doesn't fully prevent unpredicted results. There's still one important issue here. With the current version of the air dash, the player doesn't know where the air dash is going to take them before they do it, which is kind of a big deal because the air dash can transport you like halfway across the map in one click. Put from another perspective, what if some players do assume that you would air dash at this closer guy? I mean, there's definitely some borderline scenarios like this one here, where these guys are super close together. In this case, where are we dashing to? How do we know? I improved this by making it so the air dash crosshair hovers over the knight that you're about to dash to. This way, no matter the scenario, you at least know where you're going to go. And with those changes, I think the air dash finally passes this test, always yielding predictable results. And now for this second point, instantaneous response, which air dash violates all over the place. For one, air dash has a maximum range that is largely invisible to the player. If you try to dash a guy that is too far away, literally nothing happens. There's no indicator in the UI, no sound effect, and as a player, you're basically just left wondering why the air dash randomly isn't working. I improved this by making it so if you're out of range, the air dash cursor still shows up on the enemy. It'll just be dimmed. As you get closer, it gets less and less dim until finally you're in range and the charge animation starts to play. Air dash also requires blood, and before, if you didn't have any blood and you tried to air dash, again, nothing would really happen. I made it so if you're aiming at an enemy while in the air and you don't have enough blood, this dim little shield will pop up, and if you try to air dash them, your blood bar will flash, the shield flashes, and your player coughs, a very concerning and unhealthy sound. So now if the player intent is to air dash, no matter what the scenario is in, whatever state the player is in, wherever you are in the world, something is gonna happen. Maybe it won't be the air dash per se, but something's gonna happen, and it's gonna happen in a predictable way. But there are still issues. Take this problematic example in the game. What if there are like 5 enemies all in a group? Look what happens now. From a computer perspective, what's happening is actually really simple. Our algorithm that I described a second ago is detecting little micro differences in what enemy I'm most aiming at, and it's resetting the charge time every single time I start aiming at one enemy more than another enemy. But as a player, it's impossible to detect these little micro differences, and because as a player we don't know this hidden algorithm that's going on, it just kind of looks super glitchy, and on top of being really annoying both visually and audibly, this can actually be really frustrating from a gameplay perspective. Like, as a player, I'm aiming relatively accurately. However, because the game is switching between two enemies, the charge timer resets, and I'm not able to stick on an enemy long enough for it to charge all the way. I don't know if there's like an industry term for this, but this leads me to something that, in my own head, I call player grace. Basically, if you stop aiming at an enemy, maybe because there's a wall, maybe you aimed off them for an instant, the game will actually give you 150 milliseconds of grace before it actually denies you from being able to air dash and makes you recharge from the beginning again. This allows you to aim off for an instant, but if you bring your cursor back over the enemy before the grace period, you're good. Everything will proceed as normal.
Alright, face it. Your life is a complete mess right now. The laundry's not folded, you haven't exercised in weeks,
Rude.
you're spending way too much money going out, and your doom scrolling habit is back. What you need is a GYS.
I apply a similar concept in this scenario. If a whole bunch of enemy colliders are overlapping and you smoothly transition from one enemy collider to another with no
Sounds good,
air
Kim.
in
Have a good
between
time.
them, your dash won't have to recharge for the new target. This means that if you charge up your air dash all the way, but at the last second your target changes, it's not going to have to recharge, you'll just dash to the new target. Not only do these grace mechanics prevent this weird glitchy scenario that I showed before, but it just makes the game feel much more natural and less frustrating to play. These kinds of grace mechanics are absolutely critical for making the game feel like it's always producing predictable results. By the way, you can find this kind of stuff all over the place in basically every game. For example, I've also went ahead and added things like coyote time to jumping, where the player is allowed to jump off a ledge even if they've technically already run off the ledge and are technically in the air. Or things like input buffering, where you can press a button just slightly too early and the game has a grace period built in, so it saves the input and plays it when the input technically becomes eligible. So now I'm a bit closer to a mechanic with great game feel. The player gets predictable results and always gets an instantaneous, appealing response when they take some action. But I'm missing potentially the most important part still. How do I make the air dash fun and satisfying to play with in the long term as the player's skills increase? And this brings me to the part that I feel is the most important element of game feel, making the mechanic easy but deep. Take a look at this chart. If you don't know by now from watching this channel, I think about this chart a lot. Essentially, it just really concisely shows what every game is tasked with, steadily increasing the challenge as the player's skill increases. Don't increase the challenge enough and your game will start to feel boring, increase it too much and your game will start to feel frustrating. I generally think of this chart when I'm thinking about the overall difficulty of my game, but I also think it's a really helpful visualization for teasing out the complexity of a deep mechanic over time. When a player first starts a game, they're learning everything for the first time, and it's generally a pretty overwhelming experience. So the mechanic should be really simple at first. Force the player to learn a super deep mechanic right away, and the mechanic is just going to feel super janky and frustrating. Imagine if the first time you opened up Rocket League, it made you do one of those crazy freestyle obstacle courses. You being a new player, lacking any context about the game, you might be thinking, oh, a ring obstacle course. I've done a million of these before. This should be easy. But then you go to try it and yeah, if you've ever played Rocket League before, then you know that this is just an impossible task for a first-time player. In that case, Rocket League's mechanics wouldn't feel deep at all. They would just feel jank. The game feel would feel terrible. This game design challenge also applies for Bloodthief, and so far it's been super hard for me to cope with this fact. Seeing what skilled playtesters have done, I know the air dash ability has some insane depth, especially when combined with other abilities. And I myself have become so good at using the air dash in all sorts of crazy ways, so when I play, I crave levels that force me to do intense challenges to get through the level and win. And I want so badly for the player to experience this feeling of being this sword-wielding maniac flying across the map at ridiculous speeds. But the difficult pill to swallow is that the player does have to walk before they can run. Before the player can do air dash to slide to wall run to ground pound, they need to learn how to just do a simple air dash all by itself. And what I have to constantly remind myself is that what might be boring to me, a highly skilled and experienced player of my own game, still can be quite fun and novel for new players. Because hey, they're like right at the beginning of this curve here. Things can be quite simple and still be within this fun zone. I'm also constantly having to remind myself just how hard it is to learn a new thing. Like in real life, we don't just see a new concept and immediately know it forever. No, we need to see it over and over and over for that concept to be pushed down into long-term memory. I do a really dumb thing in the current version of the tutorial for Bloodthief, where I show the player how the air dash works and you only get to perform it once. It's then like a 5-minute gap before the tutorial makes you use it again. I've seen so many players not know what to do at this part. What it should do instead is show you the air dash and then like 3 seconds later you perform it like 10 more times to really engrave it into your brain how it works. Needless to say, I'm reworking the tutorial and using a much more spaced repetition approach to teaching the player new concepts, teasing things out gradually, and ensuring that the player has had plenty of practice before introducing new ideas. This inevitably means that these early levels will feel kind of boring to me, but I have to trust in the process. One thing I'm doing to help myself cope is putting optional secrets in the level that highly skilled players can pursue, but newer players can skip. Like this high up tunnel I put in this level. It's been so awesome seeing all the strategies people are employing to get up here. I also created a medals system so novice players can still beat the level and progress through the game, but more skilled players that understand the mechanics at a deeper level still have challenges to pursue. This kind of stuff widens that fun channel in this chart, making it more likely for the mechanics to...
Yeah, dope. Alright, I want to try and get the max on this one. Actually, you know what? Let's change the let's change the artifact. This one, equip, yes. Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me? Thank you. Let's find the easiest path to victory. So we go around this way. So I guess if we go backwards, that will lead us towards the finale, which is there. Okay, so what we gotta do... Sona, ow, 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 that's your claw. Owie. Stop that. What? Oh, no, I already got that. Come on, there's gotta be an easier way to do that. Okay, how about... Nope. Okay, so you can do that to kind of extend your jump. So... Baby, please. I need to be able to move my mouse, little kitty. I need to. I need it. Owie, don't bite my forehead, please. She angry she can't just cuddle me and have me not move at all. Stop biting me, baby. I love you. Come on, please. Okay. Maybe there's a better way to get up there. Hmm. What did I miss? Yeah, well, I think I can get the 45 seconds. I just gotta be able to get over... Let's see, Global Ghosts. Where does he go? He does that, and then... You made a lot of the same mistakes I did just then. God damn it. Whee! Whee! Oof. Did I beat him? Nope. I didn't even beat my best time. Terminator. Okay, I have to get to under 45, so I'm not gonna race. Well, that's not the wall I need to go to. God damn it. Okay, I think the best thing I can do is... Damn it. Maybe I can just bridge the gap regardless? Yes, finally. Ah. Okay, so I got the 2 on that one. Let's go ahead and get at least a blood one on this one. See if we can't find the good pathway for it. What is over it? There's gotta be a secret over here, right? Yep. Unlimited blood. Ooh. Maybe. Oh, come on. Hello, kitten. Yes. Come on. Come on, baby kitty. Hang on, baby kitty, hang on. God damn it. What do you want, kitten? Huh? What do you want? What? What is it? What do you want? I'm gonna bug you. Honey. Okay. No, come on. Come on, motherfucker. Oh, really? 152? I can do better. Okay. Alright, y'all. I think I'm done for the day. I'm already super stressed out just from my normal day-to-day life. I don't want to go back into work tomorrow, but I gotta. And I gotta just try to rest. This is a fun game, but I'm too frustrated to be able to continue to play it too much. So, instead, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go straight to somebody else. I'll see you all there. Let's go ahead and start raiding. Goodbye, YouTube. Goodbye, YouTube side.